Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet again another installment of the AP3 podcast. It's your boy Alex McBuckets, and today again I'm joined with my lovely co-host.
It's Anthony O'Hara. You already know.
It's your boy Lito. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? In the mind of Lito, ladies and gentlemen.
In the mind of
Lito. Word. Tap in, folks. Anyways, today's episode of the podcast is sponsored by nobody, so we're putting this bottle back on the floor.
Blue Chew.
No.
Sponsor us.
Jesus
Come
Christ.
on. I be getting those orders and I be needing them sometimes. Y'all never used a Blue Chew before?
What is that?
That shit's like fucking like
Never.
Superman.
What is that?
It's like those like boner pills. Get you
Viagra?
Do her right. It's
You need
not
Viagra?
No, I don't need Viagra.
You need Viagra? Damn, bro.
Nah.
We got a lot to fucking dive into. We want to start this podcast off by saying that a lot of the shit that we say on this podcast is for our own enjoyment and for the shit of our friends. So if any of these celebrities that we talk shit on want to work with us in the future, we apologize in advance. All right, now let's get into it. Guys, so we got to talk about fucking Metro. And fucking Future and Kendrick starting this massive fucking beef with Drake and J. Cole. Angel, would you like to start us off? This is Lito, but also young Champagne Lito.
Champagne Lito's
Man's never been in marquee when it's shut down, eh? Trust me, daddy.
crazy. I'm not surprised about the beef, you know what I'm saying? It's been going on it goes back to 2009, basically, from like when Kendrick and Drake used to go on tour together, actually. I believe it was in Los Angeles and Toronto. What are the two cities where they started their tour? And it wasn't until 2012, 2013 when the beef started getting crazy, when Kendrick dropped Control and basically shouted out Big Sean, Wale, A$AP Rocky, Drake, and all these other rappers that were like at the time in their competition with Kendrick Lamar. And yeah, and basically Kendrick was just saying, I want to compete with y'all. That's what he was saying in his lines. He was something like, I want to murder y'all, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to murder y'all, fan, whatever. He was just trying to compete with, the likes of A$AP who were popping and still popping till this day. And, Drake, who was still on the come up, when nothing ever was the same, if I'm not mistaken. And, he was rising in the ranks. He was like number one, number two with Kendrick Lamar at the time. Right. But in an interview, I forgot with who at this point, but in an interview after the fact, Drake really got, he wasn't really mad about it. He was just more so he acted sensitive and soft in the eyes of many. He was like, if you're not gonna act, if you're not gonna be real about it when we see each other in person, why even mention this stuff about it? You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
It's true though. If you're gonna say something and just then when you see him in person, you're gonna dap him up like you're cool. That's kind of whack though.
At the same time, it's competitiveness. I mean, I see where Kendrick is going for with that track. I'm not sure. I'm a Drake fan through and through, but the rap game is competitive from the days of Jay-Z, the days of Biggie and Pac. Everything was competitive, even with Cube. When he dropped No Vaseline on NWA back in the day, everything was just competitive and stuff like that. Where everybody's just trying to be number one, trying to get the most Grammys. But I feel like this beef was coming eventually. It's been there since way back in the day, so I'm not even surprised. And I feel bad for J. Cole. He just got thrown out of nowhere.
This your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back. Both of y'all niggas.
What did I do?
It don't fucking matter.
If I were you, J. Cole, I'd fucking violate.
Well, to be honest, we've been seeing Cole drop these little snippets for a majority of the summer through these little vlogs while he's been on tour with Drake and a couple of other things. I think
you do not want to mess with Cole.
Yeah, I think Jermaine's about to step into the booth and it's about to be over. But I do feel like everybody should just hold off. I know Drake's kind of like overseas right now. He's in Turks and he's on tour with Wayne, so we're gonna have to wait until he's done on tour with Wayne. My thing is, all right, if there's gonna be a Avengers style or fucking Cavs Warriors 5v5 right now of this beef, what are y'all looking like?
That's Civil War.
Are you saying Drake is LeBron?
Nah.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar is Steph Curry?
Kendrick. Yeah. No, Kendrick's like KD. No, as a matter of fact, Future's KD in this situation. Hold on, let me clarify. Future's really KD. Metro Boomin's like Draymond.
You gonna gas up? Yeah. I would not gas a Future like that, to be honest.
Whoa.
I would not
wait.
get. Whoa.
He's KD. He's KD.
No.
Because wait.
I like Future, but he's not like that. I said it for Meek Mill. When in the last pod, he got made by Drake. That collab album, he wouldn't be as big as he is now without Drake. Drake is fucking Thanos, and they're assembling the fucking Avengers because the Kanye wasn't enough.
You gotta chill because you're talking like a New Yorker who listens to Drake. Yes, that's exactly.
I listen to Future
No.
I listen to Future.
No.
But he wouldn't be the same without Drake.
You're not listening to Future like they're banging Future in Magic City and in the ATL.
Sensational.
Future's also like the
You don't think
godfather.
they're playing
Hold on.
Drake
Future's
in
also the
ATL?
godfather of like that like age of like rap trap in the ATL. Why you think all these dudes is coming out now saying that they're backing him in the first place? Like, you also got to realize that Drake's also taken a bit of a side where he's been more of a pop artist than he's been a rapper in certain instances. And that's why people are gravitating more towards Future and more towards the side of what's going on with Metro and Kendrick. Yes, I think Drake is a great lyricist. I'm not denying his ability as a rapper. But I understand that he's also at times been a pop star and not a rapper.
He's had ghostwriters
he's
too,
had
so.
ghostwriters in the past,
Drake has had
and
ghostwriters.
nobody else has come through with these allegations on other people, which they probably had their shit
You
ghostwritten
think
too.
Future's a better lyricist than Drake?
I'm not saying that he's a better lyricist, but I'm saying that for the genre of rap, Future's always stayed in that lane. He hasn't gravitated or shifted from that lane. In certain instances, yes, but not as much as Drizzy's done in pop.
But that just shows how talented he is. He does all the things. Future can only do one thing.
Okay, but Future has the backing and the forefront of being.
Why does he have the backing? Because of his music or who he is?
Of what's going on? Maybe both.
Nah, not because of
And
music.
Drake, and we're acting like Drake don't got it because it's both too.
Nah. He's fucking Thanos, bro. You need Ye. Ye and Drake was not enough, and we praise Ye, and I love Ye too. But now you need Rick Ross, Kendrick, Nah.
That Drake is Thanos because they need to assemble a whole team, but they're not even looking to assemble a whole team. Everybody just switching up on Drizzy. Don't nobody want to fuck with Drake. Nobody's fishing for, oh, you need to be doing this.
He's on top. They mad that he's the best.
Alright.
They
So
mad.
it's fine.
Wait, but you can also say back then, in 2013, that Kendrick was on top of the world and Drake was hating on him.
True.
He was literally,
album?
Kendrick swept the Grammys.
For one year.
The album that he dropped that year.
1 year?
The album that he dropped.
Been doing it since 2014.
But I'm saying back then.
Wait, hold on.
We're gonna act like Drake is innocent in this too. Nah. Because Kendrick back in 2012 or 2013 swept the Grammys. Like, it was no debate with that first album he dropped.
Come for you. First of all, To Pimp a Butterfly came out in 2015. Your statement said that from 2014 on, Drake is on a run. Drake didn't even come out with the best album in 2014.
I like Views over Pimp a Butterfly.
Wait.
Easy. I like Views more.
What?
Which album was better? To Pimp, what's the name of the
Pimp a
freaking?
Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar or Views by Drake? Let us know down in the comments. We're gonna put up polls on Instagram too. Let us know down in the comments down below.
Bro, it's like a no skip. It's almost a no skip album.
It's no.
I don't think.
No. And 2014 is J. Cole with 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
That's also fucking.
So
That's my favorite hip hop.
That's why I'm saying that you gotta slow down.
You number 3. You left.
Yo, Brody.
You left, and just
Yo,
because
Brody.
You came back and you hit a nice
Yo,
bar, don't
Brody.
mean that you're the king of this shit.
Okay, essentially, this beef has revitalized hip hop because now everybody's talking about it. You have us talking about it. You have Drizzy responding at concerts. Both Drake and Kendrick Lamar are freaking legends of the rap game.
Drop More Life in 2017. More Life not putting up more numbers than Damn. That shit ain't putting up no more numbers than Damn. Where you stand though?
On the beef?
Yeah. 3. We'll go with 3. You can either be Drake with a response. You could be on Kendrick's side, or you can be J. Cole and remain neutral.
J. Cole.
All right, fair.
I'm low-key that I think about it. I think Drake needs to say something because if not, they're gonna call him a bitch.
Yep. When he decided to make pop music, they started calling him a bitch.
You could say he was a bitch back in 2013, though.
Oh. Kendrick's like, bro, I don't want to be considered one of three. No, like I'm either number one or nothing.
Fair. It's a competitive game.
It's a competitive game, bro. It's a competitive game.
But one day I hope Drake and Kendrick make up in some way, shape, or form because they make bangers together like Poetic Justice and that one song on Take Care, which was a banger as well. It's just crazy how these beefs happen because Drake has had beef with Meek Mill. They made up eventually. He had beef with Chris Brown over Rihanna, and they made up. So hopefully in the near future, Drake and Kendrick could just work this out, and then they could make some banging music.
Also, let me just put this out there, just because I see this on my timeline, OD, and I just like, yo, Big Sean, do me a favor, homeboy. Oh. Yo, bro, go take a nap, son. Yo, go.
And your baby.
Yo, bro, go be a father, cuz you don't want to enter the fray right now.
I really
nah,
like
me too.
Big Sean, eat that booty like groceries. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Our idols, they've low-key been failing us lately in the media. I'm not gonna lie. We needed this beef.
We're talking about it.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
But a rapper that I feel like needs less beef in his life, P. Diddy.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Let's talk about
Oh
it.
my god.
What a transition.
Wait, can you summarize what happened?
Yeah. Okay, so basically, so Diddy was facing certain allegations that were going on devoted to, like, you know, certain people coming out and saying that he was involved with this, like, tricky, you know, molestation, you know, being a big artist and stuff like that. And these allegations were coming out that there were certain dudes that might have touched a certain way coming up in the game. It's mad crazy. A lot of artists have come out. Cat Williams has come out in the media. Many people have gone and said, you know, like, these Diddy parties from back in the day, he wasn't associating with it. Cam and May said something about it. Like, hey, man. So, you know, it's a lot of people that are respected and have had, like, high regard in the game that are coming out and going, yo, this man was a little bit on some suspect timing.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get!
Now, Diddy just popped up in the news recently because there was a raid that happened the other day in Miami. A bunch of federal agents came into his house. He's involved in this, like, sex trafficking ring on some Epstein type shit. Jesus. Word, I'm sorry if I'm breaking the news to you out right now.
Holy shit.
Possibly. Not putting it past Diddy to be on that list. Know what I'm saying?
Syracuse also connected, right?
Yes, Brendan Paul.
No longer saying pause, we're saying no Diddy.
Yeah. Moving forward, just using no Diddy from here on out. And yeah, it is what it is. I feel terrible because, you know, like, now all of these things are coming out, but he is also like an asshole of a person. I've heard him talking like interviews and stuff like that. And then that whole thing with, like, that, like, Joker situation that came out a couple of years ago. He, like, assaulted somebody outside of a club.
Actually, I got something to say on that. What I think is that, like, back then, they didn't think that, like, the internet was gonna be as big as it was, and then you're gonna be able to find things that, like, are trying to, like, hidden away. Like, what's good about our generation is that we've already seen it growing up. So people who are now entering the social media world is, like, trying to be a little bit more careful. With back then, like, they said things and they were, like, it would record, and, like, people never really thought much of it. You know, we've seen it with, like, just, like, old clips of people saying, like, wild things, even, like, things that are, like, maybe, like, racial slurs or, like, sexist or whatever. You know. True. You know, we saw it in, like, well, I'll say his name, but we saw it with Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Like, we heard mad shit. We were like, oh shit, I forgot he said that. And then, like,
very true.
It's just, I feel lucky though in that sense, just because, like, you can't, like, now we know, like, yo, this will bite you in the ass if you don't, like, be careful. True. In a way, that like kind of happened with us, like when we started the podcast. Like,
what are we talking about? What do you mean? I just want to let everybody at home know none of us were touched since the podcast has been started.
Misunderstanding. I'm talking
non-consensually.
I'm talking about like us watching what we said. You know, in the beginning of the pod, we would say like some really wild things, but it is okay.
And you guys can check out our old podcasts at AP3 Podcast
on YouTube.
Right?
You already know.
Check
on
out
Apple.
Check out the one with Lito.
On Spotify as well. AP3 Podcast on all platforms.
Speaking of social media, did you guys hear about TikTok possibly being banned, believe it or not, by the government? I have actually like a full description of what's going on. So basically, the House of Representatives passed a bill. I don't know the name of the bill because I'm not that geeky. They passed a bill leaving the owners of TikTok with an ultimatum. It's either you find the buyer for the immensely popular video app or face a nationwide ban in the U.S. The reasoning behind it according to a lot of news articles, is because the legislative action toward TikTok stems from national security concerns related to its Chinese parent company, ByteDance. So, three of us, Anthony has 25 plus K on TikTok.
I started on TikTok back
started.
when it was like, what was that other one?
Musically,
when it was like Musically, but way better. And I knew that this app was gonna be like something big. It sucks like that it got so big, and then it's a Chinese company, so they can literally like sell all of our information. If you notice, you can say Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake beef, and your phone will pick it up. You'll start getting TikToks of like beef and people making those videos. The algorithm, like they're listening. So like in that sense, like I get that like it's losing our sense of privacy, but I don't think they're gonna ban it. I think an American company's gonna buy it out within like whatever time they have.
I have the exact act here in front of me. Let me Carl Anthony Towns mode right quick.
No, for sure.
This bill prohibits an institution of higher education from receiving federal funds unless the IHE, otherwise known as Institution of Higher Education, takes certain actions to ban the use of social media video application TikTok. Specifically, the IHE must develop and implement standards and guidelines prohibiting the use of TikTok on electronic devices owned or issued by the IHE, and requiring the removal of TikTok from these devices. The bill includes an exception for the research that is conducted, supervised, or authorized by an IHE's faculty and pertains to national security, law enforcement, and telecommunications or cybersecurity.
Give it up for Carl Anthony Towns, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
And the IHE, is that like also run by like?
No,
do they fall under like Apple and?
Yeah,
Android
sorry, my bad.
Like
so
that?
IHE is just Institution for Higher Education, and that's basically the concept of the algorithm. That's just how they're summing it up in this like little reference right here.
What's really shitty about it is all the money that's gonna be lost. There's like a lot of people that like make their living off of like lives, or have started their business and are blowing up their business because of TikTok. Like you know that guy that he's the octa. He goes for sure.
Yeah.
He would not be popping right now if it wasn't for TikTok. Like his whole
bunch. That like Sally's Pizzas guy and what's the other dude's name?
You know what I mean? Like all these companies, all these startup businesses are gonna get shit out of the best
Keith
marketing
Lee.
tool.
That's what I was thinking about. Sorry. My bad.
They're just gonna be shit out on all the best marketing tool that businesses have right now, and that's TikTok.
Absolutely.
You know?
I completely agree.
So that sucks.
From what I've understood, the issue with TikTok is that info is being leaked to the Chinese, basically. And it's basically like, for example, if I were to be a banging TikTok star that has like 3 million, followers on TikTok, they would sell my information to the Chinese government, which because it's a Chinese-owned company, and is basically compromising my own security. But at the same time, millions of people, myself, Alex here, Anthony here as well, we use TikTok in a way to spread our individual, basically everything that we do in our day-to-day lives, also what we want to do in the future. Me with my music career, hopefully one day gets popping, all glory to God. Alex with his fashion stuff, for example, and Anthony.
How do you doing my lifestyle? I just dropped a TikTok today, actually, if
Yep.
you saw.
There you go, his lifestyle. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the AP3 podcast. It has been a pleasure and an honor to stand in front of you guys alongside my boys Alex and Anthony to talk about mess that's been going on in the world and, providing entertainment and making you laugh, hopefully, during your lunch break or whatever the hell you're doing with your life. So, with that being said, you can find me on Instagram at Angelito_SO5, where I do post in the Mindalito. I'm trying to pursue something in music. You can find me on TikTok at Angelito_S5. Alex, my boy, present your socials to the people, please.
No, guys, it's your boy Alex McBuckets. You guys can find me on all platforms at alex.mcbuckets, on the gram, on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube. I'm on all that shit. And upload's been inconsistent, but we'll get there eventually when I'm not feeling lazy and when I'm up for it. But yeah, guys, go keep rocking with our shit. Anthony, where can they find you at?
It's your boy Anthony O'Hara 17 on all platforms. I just want to give a shout out to everyone watching. If you made this far, we love you. We fuck with you. Thank you for all the support. Keep on hitting us up. We ask questions pretty much every week. If you want to be on the pod and get your question asked, let us know. And with that, peace. Make sure to keep those pussies tight.
That's not where I thought that was going to go. Jesus Christ.
Keep them tight.